welcome to the finale episode of Maverick Showdown. We have the most rugged and well put together guest throughout this season, starting with the woman who has been mastered the ability to control animals, Hannah. How did you learn to control every single animal? How did you manage that?
Well, for the reason I'm a finale contestant, it's because I'm super smart. I know how to communicate with them within the brain. So smart, as I said.
That's awesome. I wish I had the ability to communicate with animals. That's like my dream.
Sure.
Dream right
Everyone
there.
Everyone wants to be me, so.
Yeah, I can imagine. Hen, you're followed up by the woman who missed a flight but still beat the plane to her destination using unknown means. How did you do that? Emily, how?
I'm secretly the Flash. This is how y'all get to learn about it. I just run really, really fast.
That's awesome. Can I get your autograph after this?
No.
I'm like, oh.
No, I don't want the publicity.
I guess that's fair. I can understand it. Then, moving on to our final contestant, the man who once scored a negative game in golf. Jake, how do you even do that? That's impressive.
Yeah, it's probably from my time growing up with monks. They taught me many things. So that's one of them.
How to score a negative game in golf?
Yeah.
That seems out of left field for the monks, but hey, can never put it past them, I guess. With that being said, let's get on to the final questions of Season 3 of Maverick Showdown. Emily, you get to choose the first question.
Let's go with history.
All right, history it is. What is our first history question? What speech starts with 407 years ago? Jake.
Is it the Emancipation Proclamation?
Is it the Emancipation Proclamation? No, it is the Gettysburg Address, actually. So not quite. Very similar time periods. I can understand how you got them mixed up. But we're going on to the next history question. What do we have? Where was the first modern Olympics held? Ooh, Hannah.
Tokyo.
Was it held in Tokyo? No, it was held in Athens, Greece, actually.
So close.
I mean, we're both on the Eastern Hemisphere, right?
Places.
But that means we're going on to the third history question here. Getting the history questions out of the way early. No points on the board. Who wrote the Communist Manifesto? Emily.
Karl Marx.
Was it Karl Marx? It was indeed Emily, the first one on the board here. And do you want to change categories or stick with history?
Let's just keep going with it.
She says let's stick with history. Let's go on to our fourth history question here. What World War II front did the Battle of the Bulge occur on?
What?
Ooh, Jake.
The Western Front?
Did it show, or did it happen on the Western Front? Let's see. It did indeed.
Okay.
Jake, getting on the board here as well. And if you want, you can change, or we can finish up history if you want to.
Oh, we can finish up history.
All right. He says let's finish up history. Let's see what our last question is. What city was Julius Caesar born in? Ooh, Hannah.
Rome?
Was he born in Rome? That is correct.
Nice.
And
so
at
confident.
the end of history, it's neck and neck and neck with everybody here at a solid 1 point so far. And Hannah, you get to choose what category we go on to next.
Okay. Let's do sports.
All right, sports. What is our first sports question? What is the highest score in a 10? Ooh, Jake.
300.
Is it 300? It is indeed. Jake taking the lead here. And you get to choose if you want to change categories or not.
Let's stick with sports.
He says let's stick with sports. Let's see what the next sports question is here. Besides hockey, what is the national sport of Canada? Jake?
Is it curling?
Is it curling, he asks. It is lacrosse, actually,
Oh.
unfortunately.
Interesting.
That means we're going to be sticking here with sports again. What is our next sports question? Who is the highest paid mascot in sports? Jake.
Is it Rocky for the
Is it
Denver Nuggets?
Rocky for the Denver Nuggets? It is indeed Jake.
That's weird.
Taking off here in the sports category, same way that he did in his first episode. Do you want to stick with sports or go elsewhere?
Let's stick with sports.
He says, let's stick with sports. Smart move. What is the name of the ESPN documentary that focused Jake?
Is it The Last Dance?
Is it The Last Dance? It is indeed
All right.
Jake. With 4 points here. And you get to choose if you want to go to the last sports question or move on.
Let's go to the last sports question.
He says, move on to the last sports question, and I can't blame him. What movie did both LeBron and Michael Jordan star in?
Is it
Jake?
Space Jam?
Is it Space Jam? It is indeed Jake with a commanding lead coming out of sports.
Okay.
Hannah and Emily getting left in the dust at one point while Jake is sitting at a solid 5 points here. And you get to choose what we go to next. We have movies and popular culture left.
Well, let's do pop culture.
He says pop culture. What is our first pop culture question? In the TV show Family Guy, how did they temporarily kill Brian? Jake?
Did he get run over by a car?
Did he get run over by a car is the answer. That is correct, Jake. That's absolutely, absolutely running away with this one right now. As you can change if you want to, or if you can stick with pop culture if you want.
Let's stick with pop culture.
Says let's stick with pop culture. What is our second pop culture question going to be? What game has sold the most copies worldwide? Jake?
Is it Minecraft?
Is it Minecraft? It is indeed. Jake just having a ball with this one.
I'm just happy to be here.
Let's do pop culture.
He says let's stick with pop culture as well. Let's go on to our next pop culture. What is the name of the female lead in the Tomb Raider season? Jake.
Is it Lara Croft?
Is it Laura Croft? It is indeed Jake. Again, just having his way with this one. And we have one more pop culture question, or you can go to movies.
Let's do pop culture.
He says, let's finish up pop culture. Finish the vine. I am confusion. Why is this one Kansas?
And this
Ooh.
one not Arkansas. America, explain.
Is that the answer from Emily? It is indeed. Emily getting herself in front of Hannah here. Put herself in second place. We look at the scores. Hannah with 1, Emily with 2, and Jake with a commanding 8 points at the moment. As we move on to the final category of movies. What is our first movie question? Name the actor of Hermione Granger. Jake.
Emily Watson? Or wait, Emma Watson.
Is it Emma Watson? It is indeed Emma Watson. Jake getting himself on the board again as we go on to the next movie question here. What do we got? Who said it? I believe people can change their lives if they want to. I believe in second chances. Have any guesses here?
No.
Doesn't seem like we have any guesses on this one. Who is it that said this?
Oh, do you want us to guess still?
No, you can.
Oh, okay.
General Iroh from Avatar: The Last Airbender. What is our next movie question? Which 2 Star Wars characters made an appearance in Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark?
R2-D2 and C-3PO?
Is it R2-D2 and C-3PO? It is indeed Jake again, just having his way with these questions here.
Oh my god.
And we move on to the second to last question of this season in movies. What do we got? What is the highest grossing movie of all time?
Oh,
Jake.
it doesn't work.
Is it Avatar?
Is it Avatar? It is indeed the original Avatar movie. So we have one final question here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're all good. No worries.
You
What is
know
our
the
final question of this season? How many fingers does Mickey Mouse have?
None.
Does he have no fingers? No, he actually has 4.
Oh.
I think Mickey Mouse was like grabbing things in the shows and stuff. He also
They were just
grabs
gloves.
grabs the wheel as well.
You know.
Well,
Can't win them all.
with that, we have wrapped up all the questions from this season of Maverick Showdown. If we look at the points in this one, it was a commanding victory for Jake in first place. Emily getting second place with 2, and Hannah getting third place with 1. And with that being said, our prizes for each category, Jake, you get a Coca-Cola bike.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Yeah.
I've dreamed
Yeah.
of this.
How does it feel
That's true.
having such an exotic item?
It feels great.
That's something that I wish I had, honestly. I
I'm gonna
want
go
a Coca-Cola
everywhere.
bike, dude. That thing's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm jealous
this
of
is-
you. Then Emily, with your prize, you're going to be getting a game set, or a yard game set. So I hope you use that wisely and have a lot of fun with it.
Nice.
So
And
glad I
then-
live in an apartment.
It's mysterious. And Hannah, your final, the final prize is a shirt, hat, and some stickers
Wow.
given to us by Coca-Cola.
Thank you.
Try on the hat. Feels like a victory hat.
Nice.
One of those
Yeah.
national
No.
championship hats.
Yeah.
Didn't quite
Looks
win,
good.
but at least you got the hat. So,
True.
with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this season of Maverick Showdown, and we can't wait to see you on the next one.